bonjour mon ami, bienvenue, or in English, welcome friends. I don't speak French actually, I just took French in high school, so I know like those 3 words. How fun. Why am I speaking French? Because I am gonna teach you today in this Instagram tutorial how to get that quintessential Parisian look to your photos. I'll be using the free Lightroom app on my phone to create a really light and filmy quality to the photos that will just infuse that Parisian romance. Let's hop in. Okay, so all the photos that I'm gonna edit today were taken on a trip that Chris and I took to Paris last year. So that's just a fun little tidbit. Anyway, first thing we're gonna do is lighten things up. Pull up that exposure. Drop the highlights so we don't lose too much detail in the sky. And increase the shadows to pull up the detail in the trees. I'm gonna go even higher than I normally would on the shadows to give it that like really soft romantic look. Next, we'll go to color. I'm gonna increase the warmth just a tad with the temperature slider. And since I want things to almost look kind of like that 1930s vintage look, I'm actually gonna decrease the vibrance just a slight bit so things aren't too poppy. Now let's go to the mix color tool. I'm only gonna affect 3 colors here, mostly for the greens in the image, any skin tones or building tones that are in the image, as well as some tendencies in the sky to kind of go towards the purple range. So we'll affect orange, green, and purple. Orange, we will pull up the hue towards the yellow side and increase the saturation. For green, we're gonna make the greens way less yellow and pull them into this green tone because this is a really typical look that actual film will give you. Your greens won't have that like yellow digital look. I'm gonna decrease the saturation as well so it looks really soft. And pull up the luminance so things stay nice and light. Lastly, purple, I'm just gonna move them towards the blue end. I find that in a lot of the like cloudy day looks like this, there's this kind of funny purple tone in the back that I just don't like. So we're just gonna drop the saturation on that as well. Cool. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of clarity like I always do. And most importantly here, to get that film look, you'll need to add some green. Now there's so many different ways you can add green and try to emulate different film types. So for me personally, for Paris, when I think of Paris, I think of medium format film, which is gonna have a smaller size grain. So first, before you can affect the grain size, you have to turn some of the grain on. So I'm gonna pull it to about 25. Great, and now the automatic size says 25 as well, which I think is gonna be a little too big. I want it to look a little softer than that. Great, I'm gonna put it at 10. And you can't really tell when I'm zoomed this far out, but if you really go in there and see now before and after, the difference that the green makes really gives that romantic vibe. And that's it, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it looks before and after. And let's go ahead and see how this preset looks on a few more photos from Paris. Ooh, that one was one touch. It looks so much better. This is at the Louvre. I would give just about anything to eat a Parisian croissant right now. I think this one looks a little too warm. Yeah, that's better. Isn't the metro so cute? It's so cute. I think it's still a little too dark on this one, so I'm gonna pull up the exposure and the shadows. But I wanna keep the contrast in there, so I'm gonna bump that up too. Awesome. I forget what this place is called, I'll be honest, but it's very pretty. So tell me in the comments what this place is. You guys probably know. I'm gonna make it a little warmer. It was pouring rain during our trip, like a lot of the places, which I'm sure you can tell from the clouds in the sky. It's me in Paris with a pink door. I feel like my pants look too light, so I'm gonna pull the shadows back down for that. Yep, that's good. This is a super famous cafe that I knew I had to see, mostly because I watched too much Gossip Girl in high school. So before and after. I want to zoom in so you can really see that like beautiful grain. So nice. That's it, guys. It's super easy. And that's how you get your photos looking super romantic and Parisian. And I made it one step easier for you and went ahead and made this available as a free preset for you, which you can download in the description below. As a thank you, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Au revoir.